Okay guys, you asked for it and you got it. Today I will be opening up the Barbie Malibu Avenue bakery set. A couple of days ago I opened the market set and asked you for the next video if you'd like to see the bakery or the pet boutique. And when I was reading the comments, initially I thought for sure it would be the pet boutique, but in the end the bakery set won. So I'll do that today, and next time I will do the pet boutique. And here's the bakery out of the box. Comes with all kinds of good things. Here is a little tray and it has some donuts with pink frosting and some heart-shaped waffles and looks like some type of pie. So that is one of the things. I think we can slide that right in here. There's also a plate of cookies. Those look yummy. And the plates, like in the other set I showed you, they have this little round part here that snaps down onto the table, and that way they don't fall off, the things don't fall off. So that's pretty handy. There is a pie. You can snap that on the table. There is also a plate that has a really yummy looking cupcake on it. See that? Put that on the table. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I knocked the cookies off. Here is a little, looks like maybe this is a little coffee mug. I was trying to see what was on it. It's a little decoration on one side, and then it has a decoration with a bee, the cursive Barbie bee, on the other side. And then there is also, like in the market, a little computer, and that is for checking out at the bakery after you make your selections. There is a water bottle. And then two itty bitty utensils, two little forks. Okay, so those are the little pieces, and then as you can see, there is the table. There are two chairs. Really cute hot pink cushions. They have some heart details on the back. One Barbie doll. And this is the coolest part of the bakery. This is the little bakery shelf. And this is where all the goodies live. And this is so cool. There's a little lever and you turn the lever and the shelves turn. Oh, the one with the cupcakes on it. There we go. So since this playset doesn't come with a ton of things, I thought we could use some Play-Doh and we could put some, line the shelves with some Play-Doh goodies. And there's this shelf here as well. So we could do that. And then as you can see the back, the structure, there's a little menu here, there's a little chandelier. So that's a very basic little play set. It has the awning that pops up that shows that it's a bakery, and I'll show you a little shot of that now. Okay, so now we'll get some Play-Doh out. Okay, so I have Barbie all set up and she is sitting at the bakery, and we are gonna take some Play-Doh and make some things that you might find at a bakery. So I have some brown Play-Doh. When I think about going to a bakery, I think about buying things like bread and rolls and definitely pies and cakes and cookies, but not just sweet things. So we're gonna take some brown Play-Doh and we can make that into a loaf of bread. And that is actually so easy to do. So there's one little loaf. And let's turn this into maybe some dinner rolls. So here is a little roll. And here is another little roll. Okay. All right. So there's our rolls. So we have one loaf of bread and two dinner rolls. And another thing that I like to get at the bakery are cookies. So we'll make some cookies now. All right, so I took some brown Play-Doh and I know these are really big size cookies for a Barbie doll, but I wanted you to be able to see a little bit of detail. So I did take that little knife that I use with Play-Doh, and I just scored it a little bit so this looked like a loaf of bread. And then I did the same thing with the little muffins. So, okay, so back to the cookies. So I have 2 cookies. This is my cookie dough. So this is the actual cookie. And then I have some light blue frosting. It matches my fingernails. Oh, that was goofy, I know. But okay, so I have some frosting, some Play-Doh frosting. And it looks like I have too much. It's going to cover my whole cookie. So let me pull some of that away. And this will be the frosting for our cookie. And that looks yummy. Okay, so there is one super ginormous cookie. And here's my other one. And I did some hot pink for frosting. Now I probably got too much for that. So let's see, we'll do this. And press that down onto this big cookie. So now we have 2 huge cookies. And next, I thought we would make some cupcakes. Okay, so there's our cookies. Okay, so I'm still using the brown Play-Doh. This is the light brown. And we are going to shape a little muffin cupcake. Okay, so those have a flat bottom and then round sides. And we'll do kind of a round top. And usually they are a little bigger around the top than they are around the bottom. So that looks about right. And next we'll make some frosting. I'm going to get some different colored Play-Doh, I think. Let's see, maybe we can do yellow. Okay, so I have some yellow Play-Doh. So there's our little cupcake. And here's some yellow. So pull some yellow out. And what I'm gonna do for this is roll this into a tube and try to make some swirly frosting. So let me move some things so I can show you how to do that. So you're gonna take your yellow Play-Doh and then just roll it out. Roll it into a long tube. Okay. And this will probably be too much, but we'll take that and start rolling that around the base of the cupcake so that it is like frosting, a tube of frosting. And then kind of press that down. So there's our little cupcake. There we go. So now we have a little cupcake. And what else could we make? Well, we could make one of my favorite types of cupcakes are the yellow cake that tastes really buttery. So we could do that and then we could put chocolate frosting on it. That sounds really good to me. So we'll shape another cupcake. Okay, and then I'm going to use darker brown Play-Doh for my chocolate frosting. Ugh, sometimes it is so hard to get the lids off Play-Doh. And this time I'm going to just take a little bit and kind of put it on the top as if I had smeared it on with a knife, which is a less fancy looking cupcake, but still delicious. Okay, so here is our yellow cake cupcake with chocolate frosting. You know what would make these look really cute is if we had like the fancy cupcake papers that go on the bottom of them. I wonder if I could, let's see, maybe we could use some of this blue Play-Doh to do that. I think to do that, what we would do is try to fit it up around the bottom. They have such cute cupcake liners now with fancy little designs. I don't know. I don't know about this. What do you guys think? They have those lines on them. I'll have to see if I can do that, but there, that's not so bad, right? And it doesn't have to be perfect. That looks cute, actually, I think. You guys will have to tell me what you think. And maybe for this one, we could do, let's see, how about hot pink? That bright pink, I have that open right here. So you could just roll that into a little ball and actually make it like a cookie or like a big circle, like a pizza crust. And then fit that around the bottom of the cupcake and kind of press it all around the sides. There. There we go. It could be a cupcake. It sort of looks like a bowl of ice cream. It could be anything you want it to be. Okay, so there's our little cupcake. Here's our other little cupcake. Gotta flatten those on the bottom so they sit up. And flatten this one on the bottom. And here's our cookies with our yummy frosting and our bread, our loaves of bread. Let's see, what else would we find at a bakery? What about a cake? You'd probably see a cake at a bakery. Okay, so let's do a chocolate cake. So that should be pretty easy too. All of these things are actually pretty easy to make. So cakes are usually, well, bakery cakes, I guess, are usually round. Sometimes cakes are just square or rectangular. So here is the bottom layer of our cake. And then we'll put a layer of, let's see, we could do, this is so bright. I don't know if I want to do that bright of a yellow frosting. Let's do blue. We'll do blue frosting between the layers of the cake. And then we can do blue frosting on the top too. And maybe the blue is just tastes, you know, like vanilla, but we use some dye, some food dye, which is not healthy. Okay. All right, so there's our bottom layer. Now we need more of the dark brown Play-Doh to make our top layer. And then we'll need more blue Play-Doh for frosting, and then we should have some really yummy things for our Barbie Malibu Avenue Bakery. Okay, so, well, that looks like a whoopie pie, which is a popular dessert where I live, where you take two big cookies and you put frosting between them. So this is gonna be our cake though. Okay, so I'm kind of smushing it together. You know what else it looks like? Is an Oreo cookie. Okay, so here is our delicious cake. And now, okay, we're gonna put some blue frosting on the top of that as well. You all will have to leave me a comment and tell me what your favorite kind of bakery item is, like your favorite dessert. There's a bakery where I live that has the best cookies ever, and they're like kind of like chocolate chip cookies, but they also have M&Ms in them, and they are so good, and they're huge. They're like as big as my face. They're really, really big and yummy. Okay, so here's our frosting. And actually, we should make a layer of frosting to go around the whole outer portion of the cake, because usually the whole cake is frosted and you don't even know what flavor the cake is until you cut into it. So let's do that next. This I'm gonna roll out, and this will be the frosting that goes all around the side of it. Okay? Once we have it frosted, nobody will know what flavor it is. They won't know that it's a chocolate cake because it'll be hidden by all the frosting. Okay, here we go, the last little part. Okay. Shape it up a little bit. And voila, our cake. What do you guys think about that? I think we should cut into it and see what it looks like. on the inside because it's gonna have those 2 layers of chocolate. Okay, there we go. All right, let me find my little Play-Doh knife and we will cut into the cake. Okay, I do want to show you, I took my little Play-Doh knife, I call this my little Play-Doh knife, and I went around the side of the cupcake paper to put all of those little lines in it. Can you see that? And I did that on the blue one too. And now we have our cake. So we've frosted it with our Play-Doh, and here we go. We're gonna cut into it and see if it looks like cake. Here we go. It does. Oh my goodness, that looks a lot like cake. Okay, so there's a way to make a very realistic looking Play-Doh cake, guys. Okay, that's all I have for today, but please click on the like button if you would still like to see me open the pet boutique, and leave me a comment and tell me what your favorite bakery thing is. Do you like cupcakes or cookies, or maybe you like fresh bread? I think for me, it's the big cookies with the M&Ms and the chocolate chips in them, but I also love fresh bread. For more Disney cars, Play-Doh, and surprise toy fun, check out our channel. Please subscribe. And thanks for watching!